Hi children, how are you? Welcome to our online classes conducting by Surya Vidya Niketan. And this is me, your English teacher, and here is the second term English class for 5th standard. Today we are going to discuss about an interesting and funny poem, Eletelephony. You may think what a funny name it is. Yes, as well as the poem is also so funny. And you know, children, this poem is written by Laura Elizabeth Richards. In this poem, she introduced very interesting topic in English, that's portmanteau words. Here you can see some words, no, and we can see that's very interesting words, no, and these are the portmanteau words. And portmanteau words are the words in which two or more words are combined to form a new word. Okay? Here, breakfast plus lunch. You got a new word that is brunch. Brunch, okay? Breakfast plus lunch, brunch. That is the portmanteau word. And motor plus hotel. And we got a portmanteau word is motel. Mot plus L, motor plus hotel, that is motel. And glamper plus camping, we got a new word that is glamping. And smoke plus fog, that is smoke. And Oxford plus Cambridge, that is Oxbridge. Like that we can write Bombay plus Hollywood, and we got a new portmanteau word that is Bollywood. And I think you got it. And before going to the poem, let's learn some new words. And the first one is telephone. And you know, children, that is the telephone, an instrument which allows people to talk even when they are far away from each other. And in these days we are using mobile phones, no? And certain, that's meant here sure. Entangled. Entangled means got caught in something or tied in something. Okay? And buzzed. Buzzed means made a humming sound like a bee. Okay? And now let's go to our poem Eletelephony. Once I will read it for you. You just listen carefully. Okay? Once there was an elephant who tried to use the telephone. No, I mean an elephant who tried to use the telephone. Dear me, I'm not certain quite that even now I have got it right. However it was, he got his trunk entangled in the telephone. The more he tried to get it free, the louder buzzed the telephone. I fear I would better drop the song of Ellie Hope and Telephone. Okay, children? The poem is very interesting. And here, the poet pretends that her words have got entangled with one another, just as the elephant's trunk has been entangled in the telephone wire. You can see it in the picture now. The elephant is entangled his trunk in the telephone cord. Cord means here the wire. Okay. And from first 1 to 6 lines. Once there was an elephant who tried to use the telephone. See here. Once there was an elephant who tried to use the telephone. Okay, children, here she is trying to say that once there was an elephant and he tried to use the telephone. Actually, she has to say there telephone. but she could mingle the words telephone and elephant, and she got a portmanteau word, and she used there the portmanteau word telephant. Tele from telephone and fun from elephant. Okay? Actually, she has to say once there was an elephant and he used to use the telephone. Okay? No. I mean an elephone. Again she is saying elephone. Again she got confused the word elephant and telephone, and she is saying elephone. Actually, no, I mean an elephant. She is trying to say she meant that an elephant, but again she got confused and she is saying elephant who tried to use the telephone. And dear children, listen me carefully. Actually, the poet wanted to say that an elephant once tried to use a telephone, but she got confused between the words elephant and telephone. And in the next two lines, dear me, I'm not certain quite that even now I have got it right. Oh dear me, here see, and she is very confused and she is saying, dear me, I'm not certain quite. That means she is saying sorry for herself. That means she know that she was so confused between the words elephant and telephone. Okay, and she is saying sorry and she continued the poem. Dear me, I'm not certain quite that even now I have got it right. And she knows that she was not sure between the words elephant and telephone. And even though she is saying or continuing the story. However, it was, he got his trunk entangled in the telephone. She is saying, however, it was. Okay, I'm so confused between the words, even though I'm trying to say the story. He got his trunk entangled in the telephone. Already we learned the meaning entangle now. Entangled means twisted and caught in something. And here you can see in the picture the telephone cord is entangled. Entangled means the telephone cord is tied on the trunk of the elephant. Okay. So the telephone cord trunked in the telephone cord tied entangled in the elephant's trunk. Okay. And here look at the word telefunk. And can you say the which words formed the telefunk? Yes, telephone and trunk. Telephone and trunk made the portmanteau word telefunk. Okay? And the two lines, however it was, he got his trunk entangled in the telefunk. Actually, she has to say there telephone. Okay? And the more he tried to get it free, the louder buzzed the telephone. And when he tried to removing the cord from his trunk, when he tried to more and more to removing the cord, and the louder buzzed the telephone. The louder buzzed means here the sound of the ringing phone ringing sound is meant here buzzed. Tring tring, like that the phone is ringing now. So here the louder buzzed the telephone. Again the word telephone. And what is meant by telephone here? The sound of the buzzing sound, telephone sound. And I fear I would better drop the song of elephant and telephone. She is so fearing and she is saying that The more the elephant tried to free itself from the telephone, the louder the telephone began to buzz. No? And she got confused between the words elephant and telephone, and she decided to stop telling the story. And she is saying that I would better drop the song. Better drop means here stop telling this story. And she was so feared, that means she was so confused between the words, and she decided to stop the storytelling of Elephop and telephone. Again Elephop. What is that words got from Elephop? Elephant and drop. And again she mingled the words elephant and drop. That is elephop and telephone. Telephone again, telephone plus song. She is saying, she is telling or saying the song, singing the song. She would drop. It is better to drop to sing the song. That is, she was fearing she would better to drop the song of Elephop and telephone. And do you children? I think you got understood this poem, and once again I will repeat the content. Okay? The poem is saying that once an elephant tried to use the telephone, and while trying to use the telephone, the elephant's trunk got entangled in the cord. Okay? And when the elephant tried to get his trunk free, the louder the telephone began to sing. That means the buzzing sound. Okay? Similarly, the poet got entangled in her words. How the elephant's trunk is entangled in the cord, similarly the poet's words is also entangled in her words as much as the elephant got entangled in the cord. Okay? So she decided to drop her plan of writing the poem about the elephant who was trying to use the telephone. Okay? And now let's go to the question answers. And dear me, I'm not certain quite. What is the speaker not certain about? That means she said once, dear me, I'm not certain quite. And what is the speaker not certain? Not certain means not sure about. Why? And you know that the words elephant and the telephone. The words elephant and the telephone are the two words that she is not sure to say. No? And the next question is, what happened when the elephant tried to free itself from the telephone? Yes. The more the elephant tried to free itself from the telephone, the louder the telephone began to buzz. And go to the next question. What does the speaker mean by drop the song? Why does she have to drop the song? Okay. Drop the song means I told you that stop telling the story. And why does she have to drop the song? She gets confused between the words. Mostly she confused between the words elephant and telephone, and she decided to stop telling the story. Okay now? And here are the answers for you, and you can enter it in your classwork books, and every day you can write 2 questions as STs. Okay? And now here you have some portmanteau words, and find the words that make up these portmanteau words and write them below. Here they go, the portmanteau words, and they asked us to find the words which they make that portmanteau words. And here the words they given: hotel, lunch, smoke, fork, tablets, breakfast, motor, phone, knife, fork. And the first one is branch. That portmanteau word came from breakfast and lunch. And nork, knife plus fork. Motel, motor plus hotel. Smoke, smoke plus fork. Phablet, phone plus tablet. Already we discussed about the portmanteau words now. And here they gave the words, there you can write. And thank you for watching.